Literally, my hair looks mahoosive. All I can think of is, that's why her hair is so big, it's full of secrets.
That's why her hair is so big, it's full of secrets.
I'm back with another story time. And I'm not gonna lie, my last story time, I still can't believe how many people viewed it. I had about 200 subscribers and it's got over 11,000 views, and it kind of scared me a little bit. I know it's not a lot, people get millions of views, but do they? They get thousands anyway. Well, that was thousands. Are you alright? Today's story time is on an absolutely hilarious but bloody awful date that I had. I'm out with my friend on a night out, and it's got to the end of the night where you're waiting for your taxi and we're just chatting to a group of boys. I remember speaking to one that was quite good looking, gave him my number, didn't think anything of it, got in the taxi, and to be honest, completely forgot. 4 weeks later I get a call and I'm like, who the hell is this? So I answer the phone. He's like, do you remember me? And I'm thinking, nope. He said, we met outside, he named the place that we were at, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. He was just chatting to me on the phone, and I'm chatty anyway, so we're just, not that you had guessed. So I'm just chatting away, and we're just talking, whatever, didn't really think much of it. And he kept asking me to go out, and I kept saying I was busy babysitting my little sister. I mean, I babysit for my little sister a lot. I just over-exaggerated, you know, when you just want to think of an excuse. I couldn't remember him. So then I asked my friend, and she was like, oh yeah, he was really good looking. I was like, all right. She was like, you were only speaking to one of them, they're really good looking. She was just chatting to the rest, whatever. And I was thinking, oh, I vaguely remember, but I wasn't sure, to be honest. I think I just managed to get through the phone call without planning anything with him, and just kept dodging it, dodging it. He wanted to take me out on a date, basically, and I was like, nah. And he was like, oh, like, you're always babysitting. Clearly, you know I'm lying. Clearly, like, I'm not babysitting all the time, but he was persistent, and I feel like I was actually peer pressured into going on this bloody date. I was like, for God's sake, if it will shut you up. I didn't want him to pick me up from my house, because I am like, I'm someone that watch Crime Watch, and that's it. I can't go to sleep. But I love thrillers. So I love thrillers. I love Luther. I've always been like this. Like, it's not just Luther. I've always been like this. So Luther just basically showed my imagination on screen. Telling something on Facebook, I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna kill me. And everyone thinks I'm mental. And then Luther goes and shows that, you know, how it would happen, pretty much. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my God, I can't believe what I was saying. Oh, that was it. So my mum drives me to Asda, and she's like, I'll get the number plate, and yeah. Imagine White Chicks when he comes and picks her up after he bids for her. Imagine White Chicks.
Take your time. Watch those marshmallows. I won't bite. Unless you ask me to.
I'm thinking, that is not who I gave my number to. So my mum is like crying of laughter. I'm like, oh my God, he's already spotted me at this point. So he saw me, I saw him. We literally like met eyes while he was in his car. And my mum's cracking up. I get out of the car like, you alright? He's in a convertible. He's like, get in. I'm thinking, put that roof down. Like, I do not want anyone to see me. This is so awkward. Wait, no, I haven't introduced this properly because picture the scene, yeah? Picture the scene. He gets out of his convertible, full white linen suit, head to toe linen suit. And do you remember them sandals that you used to get from New Look? They're like gladiator sandals. I swear he had some of those on. Head to toe white linen suit and bloody gladiator sandals. And my mum's crying of laughter, and I'm there like, what have I done? He's completely bald, and this like big beard thing that I just wanted to like yank on. I don't know why. I just wanted to be like, eat, as you do. So I'm thinking, what the hell? This is not him. But obviously I still get in his car. I swear to God, 19-year-old me and 26-year-old me, like, that girl isn't even the same girl, because I would not get in that car. I was cautious back then, but shit me, I just got in someone's car that isn't who I remember speaking to, so that is dodgy as one. And my mum's cracking up. The whole situation sounds really dodgy, and why the hell am I doing it? But I did it, okay? I got in his car. I'm like this. I hope no one sees me. He's driving down the road. Anyway, like, your hair. I've got curly hair. Literally one bit of wind and I've got 1,000 load of frizz. So just for that reason alone, put your roof up. So we get out of Asda car park. He pulls over because I'm like, oh, my head's getting a bit, you know. Really, I'm just so bloody embarrassed. It's just so awkward. I swear he had his music up really loud. The whole situation was awful. Already. He stops and then he goes to his boot. I'm like, right, that's it. He's putting me in that boot. He's putting me in the boot. And he pulls out this poster and he starts showing me like these are his mates. It's like a poster, like there's music. I do not know, but it was weird. And I remember looking thinking, I swear that's the one I gave my number to. I swear you've just got my number from your mate, your better looking mate, because I'm confused. This boy that I gave my number to was not him. It was not him. He didn't look nothing like him. They couldn't have been more opposite, but I'm here now, aren't I? I'm here. I forgot to mention that we spoke on the phone a lot before this date, and we'd spoke about what we like doing. And what did I say I like doing? It was summer. What did I say I like doing? Going for walks. Going for walks. Do you want to go for a walk with a man that isn't the man you gave your number to? Do you? No. No, you don't. Of course you don't. So I'm thinking, why did I say that? I wish I said I like going to
really public places where there's loads of people and a telephone and police nearby just in case you're going to kill me.
Anyway, he's like going to take me for a drink and then we're going to go for a walk. He's put his roof up by now, thank the Lord. And then we get to the bar and he goes, so what do you want for a drink then? Water. Water, yeah. As if I'm going to have an alcoholic beverage. You've just drove me 25 minutes from where I live. You're not who I say you said you were. I didn't drive at this point, by the way, so I would have met him somewhere, so that's why he picked me up. I wouldn't do that now. But FYI, I wouldn't do any of this now. So I get water, and I swear when he asked me, he put his hand on my leg, and I remember thinking, get off me. I don't know, it was just the whole thing was very uncomfortable, like, very uncomfortable. I could tell he was disappointed that I had water, which made me even more on edge. Because he's like, oh, water. And I'm like, yes, water. I was even scared to drink it. I mean, I didn't want to get spiked. I did not want to get spiked, so I was very cautious. I probably had like a few little yep, cool, this is fun. The whole time I'm thinking, right, I need to get out of this situation. How am I going to get out of this situation? So I just said, oh, I might have to go, like, when my mum messages me because... Oh my God, I forgot another thing he said. When my mum was there and he saw my mum, he went, oh, she's taking my number plate down. That just made me scared, like, and he laughed, like a little... and I was like... He said, so I'm gonna keep doing that because... Thanks, hon. Look at me, I'm like a white balloon head with a lot of hair. So we finished our drink and he takes me to essentially somewhere that you'd go take your dog for a walk, a nice little bit, fields. Also somewhere that they would do a Crime Watch reconstruction. That's what it looked like. It looked like somewhere that you would see a bad thing happen. And as we're walking, he like is walking behind me like all like slow, like weird. And he goes, damn girl.
Damn girl. Do you go to the gym?
I just ran out of memory. Anyway, so damn girl, do you go to the gym? And I'm like, I exercise at home sometimes. Like, what? It was so cringy. And he's like, just staring at me like, ugh. I could literally feel him burning into the back of me. So then we walk into a forest, a field slash, am I ever gonna make it out alive? And I crack a joke because I think I'm funny. And I said, is this they're gonna film my Crime Watch reconstruction? Funny. And he was like, and then he asked me, have you got signal on your phone? I went, in my head I'm like, no, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But I was like, a little. What, who asked that? Like literally, who asks that? Like it was weird, who asked that? And then we walk in to essentially what I think is gonna be where I see my last day, my last hour, my last moments. It's just like he's chatting to me, chatting crap, we're chatting crap. I'm just thinking, when's this gonna end? And then we get to this bit when you start seeing other people, so I started to feel a little bit comforted by that. And, well, a little bit. There's dog walkers, there's a few people about. And then he sits on this like, he sits on this bench thing. A bench, it's not a bench thing, it's a bench. And I'm like sort of awkwardly wandering, chatting. And then he's like, how big are your boobs? What? It's meant to be a first date. Granted, I'm not interested, but really? Are you not getting any, like, what's the word? Not vibes, but kind of vibes, like the I don't give a crap about this and I don't want to see you ever again vibe. Very awkward and uncomfortable. So then I obviously got my phone out and was like, oh, I think my mum wants me to come back soon. She's got to go to work. I need to go babysit, obviously, because all I do is babysit. Hint, can we wrap this little nice stroll up? Say he was like sitting there and I was strolling. Maybe I got a bit close to him. And I kid you not, he pulled, like, he grabbed onto like my waist, like fully, and sat me on his lap. He sat me on his lap. I was like this. I've never been so stiff and still in all my life. And I'm sitting there like, this is really uncomfortable. Literally, I probably looked like the most awkward thing. I think I sat there for about 40 seconds, probably even 30. It felt like a half hour. And then I went and I slid across the bench and said, oh, I think I'm comfier over here. I wasn't even sitting there before. I think I was comfier over there. I wasn't sitting down, so it was a blatant lie. Like, again, hint, hint, I don't like you. I do not like you, fancy you, or want this to ever be a thing, or even a second date. So please, can you stop saying creepy stuff to me and sitting me on your lap? So after the awkward lap sitting situation, I'm like, okay, right, this enough is enough. I need to get out of here because it's getting weird, really weird. So I'm like, oh, okay, right, I've actually got to go now. You're actually driving me home. He's like, yeah, cool. So we start walking to his car and he goes to me, do you mind if I just roll a joint? Okay, so now you want to get stoned and then drive me home? Is that what you want to do? You want to get high and drive me home? What am I meant to say to that? No. I was like, oh, if you want. So he starts smoking some weed as we're strolling back to the car. And then it was like on a gravelly bit, so I can hear his steps. And I think I slightly was ahead of him, walking so slow. And I just wanted to get out of there. So I started walking a bit faster. And then I heard his, like, footsteps stop. And I'm thinking, why has he stopped? And he went, do you remember what I said I wanted to do to you when I first met you? I was like, oh my God, what? No, because I don't remember meeting you properly anyway. Because I definitely met your friend and you pretended to be him. No. And I slowly turned around like, scared that he's got a bloody knife out and he's like, I wanted to kill you, bitch. I don't know, like the things that were running through my head at this point. Call me dramatic, but I was scared. I turned around and he's like, come here. And I'm like, I walked 2 steps towards him because he wasn't that far away. And then it looked like he was coming in for a kiss. So I went as like a reaction thing, so I shit myself. And he was like, oh no, I wasn't going to kiss you. I just wanted to give you a hug. And it was the most awkward hug in my life. I was like this. Like, I just didn't know what to do. It was so awkward, so awkward. That I was glad that was over. And I was like, okay, then let's speed this up. We get back to his car and thank God I've got signal again. He's still chatting to me like we're having a normal day and he's like, where, so I drop you home, yeah? I'm thinking, you are not dropping me to my door. Absolutely not. I was like, yeah, I live up here, around here. So I got him to drive me near Asda, so he believed it. And then like around and basically like a 10-minute walk from my house because I was petrified. Meanwhile, my mum's like, are you alive? Like, yeah, thanks, hun. Thanks for that. I was just terrified he was going to try and kiss me goodbye. I mean, if he did, then he was not obviously reading the signals. But I was still scared. Anyway, got out of the car. I literally went like this. Like a full-on man pat. Like, I think I might have even called him mate. Like, see you later, mate. Bye then. I remember getting out of the car and thinking, like, looking back, checking if he's checking where I'm walking, checking for his car. And, oh my God, when I got in, everyone's cracking up. Haha, just went out on a date with pretty much a random man. Yeah, that was the day. My amazing date. I remember telling my friends, they're all literally crying of laughter. Even to this day, everyone just thinks it's hilarious. He then rings me, like 2 weeks later. He's like, I've got a job for you. I'm like, he's gonna try and pimp me out. I was like, oh no, I'm okay, thank you. What, you don't want the job? You don't want the job? He's like, I thought you were right for the job and not give the job to anyone else. I'm like, can we just get off the phone, please? I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And then that was the last time I ever heard of him. And I'm pretty sure he was to pimp me out. I don't even know what he was going to do with me, but I didn't take the job. I don't know what the job was, but I didn't take it. That was my amazing date. I feel like I never do a story time that will beat my last story time on my ex-boyfriend. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link it below. But this was an experience at that. If anything, if you have a bad day and it makes a funny story, then it wasn't a waste of time. But don't ever do that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like story times, give it a thumbs up. Here's my awkward intros. Comment below your worst date, because I think dates can provide great stories. Thumbs up, like, thumbs up and like is the same thing. Good one. Subscribe. I don't know what my channel is, to be honest. It's just random. It's random like me. Yours truly. Bye!